What's up, my beautiful peeps? Welcome to Let's Talk's Vibes, where it's more than just talk, it's a vibe. How are you guys? If you haven't took the time today, take some time to yourself to check up on yourself and just ask yourself how you're feeling. Take the time right now. How are you feeling? Let go of anything that's no longer serving you, anything negative and shit like that. We want to remain positive. You know what I'm saying? And just be in the moment. How are you guys? Oh, and remember, positive affirmations really help with whatever you're going through right now. Just repeat some positive affirmations and get it going. Get the positivity going, the good vibes. Get your crystals, some sage, do a little cleanse, something. If you guys haven't checked out my bracelets already, if you guys are watching this video, the episode, you guys can see my bracelet. It's so cute. I make these handmade bracelets. They're made by me. You guys can shop them on my Etsy shop. The link is in the bio. Even if you are listening to this, I'm pretty sure you can see the description down below. Yeah, because I leave the link. But you guys can I leave the link down below, so go check it out on my Etsy shop. If you're, if you want some good positive vibes, the crystals, I have some rose quartz. I'm gonna list a couple more, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but how are you guys? I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this episode, to listen to my episode. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the support. I really love you guys. And I'm like really excited for today's video. I've been having some difficulty with this video I'm trying to upload. So I'm just making sure like it doesn't close or anything, because then it says not processed fully, and I don't fucking know what. I've just been busy like this whole day. I got ready. I did some outfit pictures and stuff like that, and some little videos, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so I'm excited for today's video. Excited. No, I'm excited, cuz okay, well, you guys can see from the title of the episode or whatever. I'm going to be talking about why. I think I'm going to do two parts, and this is going to be the part of like why I walked away from drugs and alcohol, and kind of like just a little background story and stuff like that. I don't know, I might be all over the place, to be honest. Who the fuck knows? Because it's really a lot. And I started this podcast with the intention of talking about this, but I felt like I wasn't ready then, because I wasn't doing drugs anymore. Well, hardcore drugs. But I was still drinking, and was I still drinking? Actually, no, I wasn't drinking anymore. I was not drinking anymore. What the fuck am I thinking about? But I just felt like, I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't ready, but you're never really ready, And especially now, just because I've been seeing just so much shit is going on. A lot of kids are overdosing, and then just the shit you see around, and on social media, like drinking being so acceptable, and just like doing all these drugs and shit like that. And even with smoking weed, you guys might say I smoke weed or whatever, but I don't even smoke weed like that anymore. I'm like gonna not stop forever ever, but I'm just gonna do it like here and there. It's because for me, like with weed, it's not like I need it, like I want it, if it's there, I'll smoke it. And I had some, so I finished it all, so it's like I'm not gonna go buy any. I don't buy my weed. I don't buy weed. So it's like, just when I have it, whatever, like I'll smoke it. Or somebody says, hey, you want to smoke? And if it's like, fuck it, if I'm done with everything, or like, it's just whatever, because it doesn't really affect me. Like, it doesn't slow me down. I'm still doing my shit. Some people say, oh yeah, I smoke so I can get more creative. I don't need it to get creative, but honestly, when I am, I feel like I'm just in my own little world, and I just, hold on, let me turn off the heater. But yeah, it's not like I need it. And it's not, I feel like I had an issue with weed before, but now I don't, because like with weed, I feel like I worked my way up to like this, because there was a time where I would just it's like I needed to be high for everything, but I really don't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just a lot. So I did do a video about me, about, when I used to drink and stuff like that. I would consider myself I would consider myself an alcoholic before. I felt like I was an alcoholic. And it was just crazy, guys. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was drinking for so many years. Like, I literally started drinking when I was like 10, 11, or even a little bit younger. Like, I tried it, because Mexicans, you go to a Mexican party and there's like drink, and like you're like, oh, let me take a little sip, or they fuck around and be like, here, take a little sip, like just like making it like okay, but it's like really not okay. That's really how it starts. Like, I remember my first time getting drunk was when I was like 11 years old. I got suspended when I was 11 years old in middle school for drinking at school. Like, what the fuck, and honestly, since then, I I've been drinking. I started drinking mainly, like, I mean, honestly, it was always at home. So if I could take some, I'd take it. I put it in a little water bottle just in case whenever I wanted it. But it kind of mainly started at parties, family parties, birthday parties, and just shit like that. And then once I got a little bit older, like at my 15, at my quinceañera, I got so fucked up, like so fucked up. I blacked out. Like, I don't remember anything, and it's like, it's just like looking back at it now, I'm like, dude, like, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, honestly, it's just crazy. And once I hit 15, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm getting fucked up. Like, I wouldn't get fucked up like that. I would get like drunk, but I wouldn't get fucked up, like blacking out, because I was like, but whatever, But after that, like after I blacked out on my 15, I was like, yeah, I'm blacking out. Like, it's black out or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So at prom, dude, I got so fucking drunk. Like, I was just like blacking out. And then I feel like at that point, like, it wasn't even just, I started off like, oh, okay, this is fun, I'm gonna do it, like during some fun times or shit like that, when I would go out with friends, like, I'd have the drink. When I started going to quinces, I would literally take a bottle to like every quince. Like, what the fuck, like, it was just so easily accessible to me, and that's how I thought at first. I was like, okay, like, that's how I'm gonna have fun, and that's literally how it starts, how you start drinking and all this shit. And because you're like, oh, drinking, that's fun, but it's like, it's not fun. And I was just thinking like about the short run, we think about that short little like fun experience, but I mean, looking back at it now, that's not fun. Like, even now, I don't think drinking, going out with your friends to the club or anything is fun. Like, fun to me is so different now. Like, that's just wasting your time, and that's just disconnecting yourself from you and escaping reality, to be honest. And that's literally what it led to. I started off like, okay, it's just for fun, like, I'm gonna have fun, this and that. And then, we grow and we're going through shit. And I was just, I mean, we all go through shit, but I was, going through shit, and I started hanging out with like the wrong people, and I started drinking even more. And it was like literally on the daily, you guys. Like, once I left high school, like when I was in college, it was like, honestly, I was like drinking like every fucking day, like every fucking day. And I just thought like it was fun, and I was just wasting my time on that, and literally wasting money on that too. And I'm not telling you guys like don't drink. I mean, I'd suggest you guys not to, but just like from my experience, like, it's literally a waste of time. I started hanging out with the wrong people, and I started doing a drug. I started doing cocaine. And this was like, I think I was like 21 or something. And I remember it was just crazy. It's not funny. I'm just laughing. Like, I'm not laughing because it's funny, but like laughing at like I never thought like I would do that, but and you might think like, oh, I would never do that, this and that. I was just like, I just drink, like, that's it. And I didn't even really smoke weed at that time until I started hanging out with certain people, because it wasn't ever around me, and I didn't want to buy it, and I still felt like smoking was like bad, and I was like, you know what, I'm just chill with alcohol, like whatever. I was still able to control it. It was mainly like on the weekends, some weekdays, but when I just started hanging out with like this certain type of people, I just like, I was going to school too, and I was working, and it was just so much, and I literally just wanted to like escape, and that was why I was like, well, fuck it, like, you know, what do I have to lose? And that's that, like, it's because like I also like didn't really give a fuck about my life, you know, because dude, like, if you think about it, like, that's bad for you. Alcohol is bad for you. If you guys are drinking like hella, like, it's bad. Like, it's fucking you up. It's fucking up your liver. Like, it's literally fucking you up, and so are drugs. And we know, I mean, I knew, you know, and but I didn't care because I didn't care about my life at that time, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us really don't. That's why we fall into alcohol, we fall into drugs. And once I started doing cocaine, you guys, like, I didn't stop, you know. um I started doing it like every weekend, and I started buying it, and you know, it just, I was doing that shit honestly for like 2 years, 2 full years. And it started like a year and some months like into it. I started, well, I don't even know when exactly, but I started doing that shit like every day, like when I was sober. You know, it wasn't just when I was drinking. It was like I used to wake up early to go to work, and then I still had to go to school after, you know. And I I thought that shit would, you know, wake me up and just get me alert, whatever. It's so stupid. Like, if I feel, I don't know, like, some people know I did this. Not a lot of people, but some people know. Now, hella people are gonna know. But I don't care. Um, I don't care because, you know, that was the past. Like, that was past me. Like, I will never do that again. And I'm just really trying to help people, you know, and help you guys, help young kids. We see like hella, dude, like hella people doing that shit. Like, once I started getting into that shit and doing it, I was like, you like see hella other people doing it, and you just see what like it does to you. You know, I would get so fucking stupid, like so fucking stupid. You know, you have like the fucking jaw shaking and just like your fucking eyes, and it's like, it's crazy, you guys. And it wouldn't, it was just literally fucking me up. I'd take it in school too. I'd go to the bathroom, take a bump or two, and, you know, but I wasn't even learning shit, you know, like that was really affecting my brain. Like, it was affecting my learning process. I like don't remember shit in general, but like from school, like, and I remember I wouldn't understand anything. Like, I wouldn't understand, and I was always good at school, you guys. I was, oh shit, I was literally always good at school. I had good grades. I mean, I graduated with my fucking bachelor's, not with the grades that I wanted, but it was because of that shit, because I wasn't learning anything. Like, it just wasn't sticking into my head. And during college, I know there's a lot of students that be doing drugs. You know, they stay up late and all this shit. They go out to drink or whatever because they had a long week at school. But it's really not gonna help you guys. Like, it's going to fuck you up even more. And it's just not good for you, you guys. Like, it was just, it was a really crazy time for me. Why I stopped was honestly, like, okay, when you get into, like, I got into it, I'm telling you guys, I was doing that shit for like 2 years. It's different for everybody. It really is. Everybody's situation, why you're doing it. I feel like there's like a reason why you do it, you know? There, like, something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just do it just to do it. Like, there's something, you know? And then it just like, it just kind of becomes addicted. But you're addicted to that escaping, you know, to like escaping reality, to not really being here and just being hella on. You know what I'm saying? Just like numbing yourself, not feeling anything. That's what I want. Like, that's why I started doing it, you know? And there's a lot of us that do it for that reason, you know. But you guys, like, that's not the way, you know. That really isn't the way. And it took me a while to fucking learn, you know. And to stop, I I I literally, when, like, it was just bad, you guys. Like, it was bad. Like, I'm telling you, I was doing that shit every day. I was drinking every day. And this was like just a couple years ago, maybe, like, when was it? Like 20, what are we in, 2023? When the fuck? I don't remember. I think I stopped in 2021. Yeah, 2021. It's been 2 years and a half ish that I stopped doing cocaine, that I haven't done cocaine. And I'm proud of myself, you know. Like, I'm really proud of myself. And you guys, I really don't ever want to go back. I know I will not go back. And why I stopped, I literally thought I was gonna overdose one time. Like, not gonna lie, I thought like I was gonna die. And it was the scariest experience, and like really, really scary. Honestly, I feel like, I know because I would go to a certain person, right? And this one time, that time, I thought like I was gonna overdose or some shit. I had done a lot that night, and it wasn't from the person I would get it from. It was from a whole different person. I knew from what person, and I don't even fuck with that. I didn't fuck with that person. I don't even know why the fuck I didn't. And when I got home hella fucking late, like the next fucking day, the next morning, and my heart was just racing so fast, like so fucking fast. Like, it has, like, I was like, dude, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And, you know, I like got scared, you know. And that was like it for me. I was like, dude, like, you know, I then started thinking, and I was just scaring myself even more. I was like, dude, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I was like, okay, no, I need to stop, and I'm gonna get through this, and I'm never going to do it again, you know. And it's different for everybody, but you guys, like, that was like it for me. I thought, because I was just praying and praying, and I was like, God, like, please help me, like, I'm never going to do it again, like, please don't let me die. Because I got scared, you guys. Like, I got scared, and that shit hit me, you know. And I said that was gonna be my last time. A week fucking later, I mean, I was like, but with that, I was like, okay, I'm done. But I was like, I'm still gonna drink, you know. So, and this was like when COVID hit and everything too. So, you know, I mean, I had got laid off my job, so I was just like at home chilling, you know. So I was like, we were like just drinking, you guys. I was fucking buying hella beer, like fucking packs. It was just like fucking wild. So the next week, I had, somebody had some, and they were like, oh, do you want a bump? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I went to the bathroom, and I took a little bump, and I was like, dude, like, you know, because it's like yourself, like, you really have to talk to yourself, you know. And I was like, dude, like, I literally thought I was going to die last week, and like, why am I still doing it, you know? But it's because I still like didn't give a fuck about my life, you know. And that's really how it is, you guys. It's like, you think like you just don't care if you live or not anymore, you know. I mean, that was the case for me, and I know that's the case for a lot of us. And it leads to overdosing and all this shit, you know. But I did it, and, you know, the night continued, and then again I was like, let me go take another one, right? And I literally sat there in the bathroom, and I started crying, and I was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Like, literally, what the fuck am I doing? Like, do I really not want to be here anymore, you know? Like, it just hit me from last week, and I started getting scared again. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I really, really do not. I was like in the bathroom for a cool minute, dude. I was just like, dude, like, what the? I'm like, what am I doing? What have I done? Like, what have I done to myself? And I threw it away, and I was like, dude, never fucking again. And I didn't. That was the last time I touched it. And it takes commitment, you guys, and it takes strength, and it takes like love, and it takes courage. Like, I was drinking and doing that shit to me, doing, all of that because I didn't love myself. I didn't love myself, because if you were to love yourself, you wouldn't do that to you. You wouldn't harm yourself. I was harming myself. When you're drinking, you're poisoning yourself. And like, now it's like, I don't want to hurt myself at all. I love myself too much to poison myself, to harm myself, and that's how, like, with weed too, it's like, I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to continue to harm myself, and like, I'm trying to be here in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So it really takes courage, and it takes strength, and you really have to talk to yourself and just reflect and be like, it's okay, whatever you did, whatever you have done, that's fine. But you have the power to change, and it's not like a blaming people. Like, don't blame the people, be that, and that's why I push, you are who you hang out with, who you surround yourself with, because it's true. I started doing it because I started hanging out with those people. I started sipping more because I started hanging out with this certain group of people. I don't blame them. I do not blame them, and it's not like blaming yourself either, like, why did you hang out with them, whatever. But it's just taking accountability. Like, this I chose to do that, because at the end of the day, you do have the choice. I chose to do that. I could have easily said no, but I didn't. It takes accountability, and and it just starts from there. It literally just starts from there, taking accountability for your actions, because when you blame others, that's you giving them power over you, like over your life. And that's just like, it's like when you're like depending on people and shit like that. That's not it. Take accountability for your actions. Learn from them, and grow from them. I learned from that whole experience, and it, like, it took me a while, and it takes people even longer, you guys. Like, people that have gone years and years with doing it. I mean, I already think like 2 years was fucking a lot. Like, people with 5 years, 10 years, but it doesn't matter. But just, you have to have that courage. You really have to have that courage, and you have to find self-love. I mean, really love yourself, get, what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't know why I didn't talk about this before, was because, oh, what are people going to think of me? Like, they're going to think I'm this, like I'm that, or just like, I wanted to be vulnerable with you guys, but then I don't, because I would think like, but I don't want them to feel bad for me or anything, like, I don't want that. But I'm real life, from the last couple episodes, I feel like I really opened up, and I was like, you know what, like, it's time, because, I've just been seeing hella shit, and, and just little kids overdosing. I'm like, dude, like that could have been me, like, that really could have been me. And like, I'm thankful that I was able to change and literally walk away from that. And it's harder for other people, it really is, especially when you're really in. And that's why I want you guys to be careful, you guys, like, especially you young kids. Be careful when you're going out. If you're drinking hella, like, take a step back and be like, okay, like, what am I doing? Like, really reflect and see what you're trying to do. And it was just, And I don't want to, like, what, it's sad, like, seeing these little kids, and like, just people going through that. I mean, even adults. And there was this thing, this oh, I'm uploading a video, but on TikTok you have to like fucking leave it on the page so it uploads. I follow this like health coach, Ginger. I mentioned her before on my videos. And I started following her once like COVID hit and all of this too, because like, I was like, okay, well, I'm done, but doing this shit, but I really need to like clean my body now, and I really need to actually take care of it, because it's not just alcohol and drugs, you guys. It's the fucking foods we eat too, all that junk food, all that processed food, the fucking meat. Like, that's literally affecting us too, and shit like that. So, and I've been going through like some crazy shit, I'm not gonna lie. Just mentally, like, I've kind of been all over the place, but I'm way better now. It's just, we have those times where we just have to really talk to ourselves, reflect, meditate, do whatever it is to get yourself good, your mental health good. And, because like I said, during that past, like, my past, in my past, my past is my past. That doesn't define me. I don't care what people say now, what people are going to say and shit like that, because I know who the fuck I am now. I know what I did. And I learned from it and I grew from it. But, my past is my past. And even, like, it might have not been the greatest, but that's how I am now. That's why I am where I am now. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about learning. It's all a learning process. And like I said, I didn't give a fuck about my life at that time. And that's honestly happening a lot now, you guys, especially with little kids, like literally taking their lives. And it's really, really sad, I didn't care about my life. I didn't give a fuck, because if I did, I wouldn't have done that, and it's fine, like I said, the past is the past. I learned from it. Like, I want my life now, but she was, Ginger did a whole live, and it was the day after, dude. I had like a whole mental breakdown and I really needed that. I encourage you guys to check her out. I'm going to tag her right here, her Instagram. She's really, really great. She's just really great. Like, those are the type of people that like I follow on my Instagram. That's the type of people I look up to and that really inspire me, that helped me change for the better. Fucking complete strangers are really the ones that help you the most, instead of family and friends and shit like that, that really get you out of that dark place. But it's you at the end of the day. Ultimately, it's you have to get yourself the fuck out of there. You have to really love yourself. And this is why I push self-love, self-care, and self-support and all that shit, because it's tough, you guys. It's fucking tough. I'm not gonna tell you it was fucking easy. It wasn't easy to walk away from drugs and alcohol. It was not. It was fucking hard, and it took me a process, but I had the choice, and I made that choice to walk away and stop. So I did, and she was just in her live, she was basically talking about mental health and, like suicide and stuff like that. And she was like, it's not that you really want to end your life. You just want to end that era. You want to end that life you're currently like living, just that bad era you're in, and you just want like a whole new start, a whole new beginning. And you guys, I fucking felt that. Hopefully you guys, I don't know if you feel the same way, or stuff like that, but I totally fucking felt that. And I was like, dude, like, that's so right, because I didn't want that. I didn't want that life. I didn't want it. I was like done with that. And it's not about taking your life, but just making that choice. Make that choice, like, okay, I'm going to do better. I am going to change. I'm going to do this and that, and be accountable. Take accountability for your actions, and just, you just have to get yourself out of there. Be positive and really, really love yourselves, my peeps. That was just like exactly what the fuck I needed the next morning. And I hope this really helps you guys. Like, it's it's tough, you know. And I just, you guys, like, when I was drinking and doing drugs, I was like, dude, like, you know, I always prayed. I believe in prayers, you know, like I pray every night. And I would pray like, dude, I want a better life, like, you know, to be happy, to be positive. But you know, and it just, you have to take action. It's not just going to come to you. You know, obviously I wasn't happy doing that stuff. I wasn't connected to myself, and it was just a crazy experience, you know. I feel like we're like totally friends. Like, you guys are really getting to know me. I don't mind talking about this now. Like, I really do not type. I don't mind talking about this. If you guys want to hit me up, comment down below, hit me up in my DMs, and we can talk. You guys, like, you matter. Your life matters. You just want to end that bad era, or, you know, just you want a whole new beginning. So take action and choose yourself. Choose your happiness. You know, I love you, and find love from within. Like, if you know, love is within you. We're all love. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope that this helps you. And if you guys need somebody to talk to, you guys can most definitely hit me up whenever. You know, I go through my DMs, and I really like talking to you guys. And you know, like I said, I don't mind talking about this. If you guys want me to talk more about this, comment down below if you guys are watching this, or hit me up. You know, what else, you specific things, or I don't know. You know, I feel like I was kind of all over the place in this video. It was mainly like, you know, like a little background story and stuff like that. But I'm going to make the part 2, because I ain't trying to make this shit hella long, and I need to fucking charge my camera. So I just decided to make like 2 parts, and in the next part I'm gonna do like what I did when I stepped out, more about like the withdrawal fucking process, you know, because that's also a really tough part, and why people, you know, relapse and stuff like that. I haven't drank since last December. Like, it's been a year with alcohol, but I don't know like how I feel about the word sober, because I feel like me saying like, oh, I'm sober, it's like, it's good, like, it's great to fucking be clean. Like, if you don't do anything, like, I'm like, dude, like, congratulations, like, you know, you're clean. But I'm not ever going to drink like how I used to. I'm not going to drink like that ever again. But once, like, I don't even like, I don't even know, you know, because I've tried like this wine, but it was just like a sip, you know, because I wanted to try like what it tasted like, you know. But it's not like I'm out here having a cup, or even like it wasn't a sip, you know. But I don't know, like, it's not like, and it's not an issue for me hanging out with people who drink it. Like, you know, you really have to ground yourself, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and this, you guys, like, this is why I push self-love and like all this stuff, you know. Hopefully this gives you like, you know, gets you thinking, and just like gives you a better understanding of me, like, you know, where I come from with all my good vibes and stuff like that, now my positivity, and you know, all that stuff, like why I don't drink, and you know, I don't fucking do drugs no more. Like I said with the weed, you guys like weed, you guys might say like it's a plant or whatever. I mean, I'm not so like, I would smoke weed, but I don't even know like about strains and shit like that, you know. Like, you know, I would just fucking smoke it. But it's really like, it's not good for you. Like, it's not good for your lungs. Smoking is not fucking good for you, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know, everybody has their fucking opinion, you know. At the end of the day, it's whatever the fuck you want to do, but you have the choice. Remember that you have the choice, and your life matters, my peeps. Please don't do nothing stupid. Stop doing drugs, honestly. Just stop doing drugs. And it, dude, honestly, because cocaine is just so socially acceptable nowadays too, you know. I know when I got into it, I was like, I started doing it with some family, and I was like, damn, like, you guys do this? And it just like, this is why people act so stupid. People always going to the bathroom and like shit like that. It was just like, it's crazy, you know. But yeah, a lot of people do it nowadays too, like, you know. And then like, when I started doing it with people, it's like then it's just crazy, and just like so many fucking people doing now, like so many people doing. It's like, you guys, like, it's not good for you. It really isn't good for you. And I feel like just if you keep doing it more and more and more, it's really going to be harder for you to stop, you know? So whatever it is you're going through, face it, you know, stop escaping. Feel your feelings. It's okay if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, you don't even know what the fuck you're feeling, just feel it. Like, just have a whole day of feeling, and then just let it go. Like, let it go. Choose you and choose happiness, you know. Choose your life, my peeps, you know. Like I said, if you guys have any, I feel like I won't, you know, covered kind of everything, just like the background story and all that shit, you know. If you stop drinking, stop doing drugs, stop, you know, whatever, I'm really, really proud of you. You guys have this. Keep doing it. You know, like I said, I will never, ever do cocaine again. Drinking, I don't even like, somebody asked me this the other day, and I'm like, I said, like, I have really big goals that I'm trying to achieve. And it's not like I'm going to get drunk, but, you know, I don't know, maybe I want like a little, like a shot that I'll have throughout the whole night, to be honest, you know, but like some good liquor, a really, really good liquor, not no fucking cheap shit and stuff like that, you know, like from Straight Max or something, you know. I was like, no. But, you know, I haven't drank like that. Last December, I got blacked out, and at I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I was done. I felt horrible. Like, that was I've never felt like that, you guys. Like, the 2 days I felt like shit. You know, it's also because we're getting older. We can't hang. But it's just like that. I've put so much poison into my fucking body, you guys. Like, I've been drinking since I was 11 up to like 25 years old. Like, can you fucking believe that? Like, all those fucking years. And once I was in college, like, you know, when, like, I didn't know what the fuck sober was. Like, I didn't know me, you know. And it's just crazy. Comment down below, DM me if you guys want me to talk more about this. You know, I really hope this helps you guys and inspires you guys, honestly, to like stop drinking and stop doing drugs, because it's not good for you. It's not good for your health. It's not good in the long run. Like, it's not good, you know. And be careful of who you are surrounding yourself with. Like, you are who you hang out with. You really, really are. Make good choices, you know. It's a trife world. It really it's a crazy world. But, you know, I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to this episode, to listen to my podcast. I appreciate all your guys' support. Follow the vibes on Instagram and TikTok, my peeps. I love you guys again. Choose you, and stay tuned for part 2. Part 2 is gonna come next.